Hi everybody, it's Johnny. Da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. The saga continues. I am trying to make a Tilda doll. Not the Tilda doll, forget that, I haven't even tried that yet. That'll be years away. But I'm trying to make the Tilda bug. And as you saw yesterday, this is Chubs. Chub, 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 chub. Really fluffy. She's very fluffy and funny. And look at them feet. She actually, instead of legs, she looks like she has feet because I couldn't get anything down in there. So, originally, I will show you, this is Chubs before she's sewn. And again, this is 125% of what the original was. What I didn't think about and what I should have done, I'll show you in a minute. So then I decided to make Chubs the right way. Now this is the pattern from the book. The inside line is the pattern. The outside line is just some seam allowance. So what I did is I sewed this one on the inside seam allowance. Okay? So you think, okay, cool, it's gonna be good, right? Well, now you have to see. This is Boo Boo Chubs, because this is a little Chubs. This is Chubs' friend, little sister maybe. This is what this turns out to be. I can't even stand it. This is Boo Boo Chubs. Look at the difference. There is the one blown up 125%, and this is the one right out of the book. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. She is so small, and still the legs are so hard. And as you can tell, I added a seam allowance. But once you sew it, look at how little that is. It's still very, very small. But here, she's really cute. She has her wings. Okay, so I have to give you a couple my little hints, and these are both from my son Brian. Down in the legs, you know, you see this one, the legs are nice and stiff, and the little arms are nice and stiff. What is down here is regular cotton balls, not fiber fill. And I just took cotton balls and, you know, tore them in half or in thirds and stuffed them down into the legs. So now they're pretty stable, and into the arms. And I actually then took cotton balls and stuffed the head with cotton balls rather than fiber fill, and the little arms. The only thing I should have done, and you know, I guess this is a trial and error kind of a thing, is I did stuff them down here and then I started to fill it up with fiber fill. I actually should have still used a couple more of the cotton balls up her thigh. I guess it would be her thigh, so that it was a little more stable here, because the cotton ball is so much more substantial than the fiber fill. And the same thing like here. You can tell, you know, I should have just come in a little further. I did go pretty far down on her neck, though, once I realized. And then, look at this. Honest to good gravy. Can you see this wing? Now, honestly, when I was first going to sew the wing on, I had it where I bent it in half. Well, I guess I must have squashed one end, because see, look, it looks like it's bent in half, but when you look at it, and I sewed it down what I thought was the center, because you know she has a little hole in her back to stuff her, and I turned her around, it's when I realized that this is a bigger wing than this one. I didn't have her quite in the middle. So my hint to you guys I have a couple of hints. First of all, again, this was the original. This was the blown up version. And this is how she came out in the blow-up version. I just should have put the cotton balls down in her feet. But still, they're very skinny. So this was my solution. Okay, so this is at 125%. Now, what I have done is, this is the 125%. And I have now put a seam allowance around that. So when I cut this out and when I sew it, I'm not going to be sewing in here, which makes those legs really skinny, so hard to turn. I am going to be sewing on that very outside edge and the seam allowances around the outside. So that's my first suggestion. Whether you want to keep it the little one like this, but just let me tell you, it's so hard to get the legs and the arms turned, first of all, but then to get the fiber fill and everything inside there, it's very difficult. So my suggestions is to blow the pattern up by, it's 125, so it's 25% bigger. Trace it out and then add your seam allowance and then sew it together from there. So my next one, which will be this one, will actually be bigger than this one. So we have the mini. This is Boo Boo Chubs. This is Chubs. And I'm not sure what I'm going to call this one, but that's it. So I don't know if any of my hints are good ones or not. I certainly am going to give it all a shot. Oh, they look like they might be from outer space. Okay, enough of that stupid silliness. Get a grip. Okay, guys, thank you. Anyway, those are my little tips. Have a great day. Love you all. Remember, no biting, no fighting. Share the love. Give a hug. Be well, everyone. Ciao, ciao, ciao.